In this video, I'll be showing you how to place a fuel pump assembly on a Toyota Corolla. This is located under the rear seat. Let's get started. We're going to start off by opening our hood and making our way to the driver's side of the engine bay and locating our fuse box cover right next to the battery. Push down on these tabs and lift up to remove it. Set it aside. On the left side of the fuse box, we're going to locate this 25 amp fuse for our fuel system. Remove it and set it aside. I'll be using some needle nose pliers to remove it. Just pull it up. With the fuse removed, I'm going to make my way to the driver's compartment, start the engine, and run it until it stalls out. With the engine stalled out, let's make our way back to the engine bay. We're going to disconnect our negative battery terminal using a 10mm. Slide it over and break it free. Lift it up and set it aside. We're going to make our way to the back of the vehicle and locate the rear seat cushion. We're going to remove this by pulling up on each corner and disengaging its clip. So grab the corner and pull up. Do the same for the other side. With both clips disengaged, pull the seat up and out. Set it aside. We're going to lower both our rear seats. On each inner corner, we're going to locate this button and trim panel. Press it down to release the seat. And bring it down. Repeat this for the other seat. With both seats down, we can start removing them from the vehicle. Peel back on the Velcro to reveal the bolts. And do this on both corners of the seats. Now we have access to our four 14mm bolts. Remove these now. Now remove them from the vehicle. Now we can remove them. For the bigger seat, we are going to remove the seat belt from its holder. Just feed it through the cutout. With the seats out of the way, we have access to our fuel pump cover. On this bottom corner, I'm going to pry it up using a pry bar. So insert it in between and pry up. Once it's pried up, pull it up. Remove any silicone. And now we have access to our connector. To remove the connectors, push on these tabs and slide them out. I'll be using some needle nose pliers to remove the white one. Just squeeze on the tabs and pull out. We can set the whole cover aside. We're going to disconnect our two fuel lines, starting with this red one. Use a small flat blade screwdriver, insert it in between, and pry it up. We're going to do this yellow one as well. And make sure they're fully disengaged. Set this yellow clip aside and get a rag ready while you remove it for any fuel that comes out. Set the hose aside. Do the same for the red one. Set it aside as well. Wipe away any fuel that may have spilled. We're going to locate this white retainer clip, push in on the tab, and pry the edge up with a screwdriver to remove it. And set it aside as well. Using a hammer and chisel, I'm going to strike the locking ring counterclockwise to remove it. Insert your chisel into one of the slots and strike it. Now lift up and set it aside. Work the fuel pump free. And work it out of the fuel tank. Let it drain out and have a bucket ready. And there it is. With the fuel pump removed, we're also going to remove our fuel pump O-ring and discard this properly. Clean the area, make sure there's no dirt or debris where the O-ring goes, and ensure it's dry. We're going to install our O-ring. Just slide it into place and ensure it sits flush. And with that installed, we could also install our fuel pump. Insert the level gauge first, following with the whole assembly. We're going to ensure our connectors point towards the front of the vehicles, and these two mounting tabs on the sides of the fuel pump align with the ones on the fuel tank. Once they're aligned, push down. Ensure it's flush around the whole lock ring. Ensure it's flush around the whole fuel tank. Grab your lock ring and feed it through. Once it's fed through, strike it clockwise to secure it. Insert your chisel on one of the mounting tabs and strike it. Strike it until it fully seats on the fuel tank. We're going to reinstall our fuel lines. Just slide them over into place. Fully push in. Once they are fully pushed in, secure the clips. Make sure it's secure and do the same for the other one. Bring your cover over and reinstall the connectors. White one goes on the right side, the black one on the left. Just line the tabs and push down. And also make sure they are secure as well. With everything installed on the fuel pump, now we can install our securing clip. Make sure the black side points down, slide it in, and make sure the clip secures as well. Now we could also reinstall our cover. If you need new silicone around the edge, now would be the time to install it. Ours still looks good. So So we're just going to align it and push down. Push down on all sides and make sure it's secure. Let's go ahead and reinstall our seats. Bring them into position. Once it's in position, hammer on your fasteners. And snug them down. Repeat this for the other seat. Pre-secure your Velcro. And repeat this for the other seat. Lift them up, ensure the middle seat belt is out of the way. Secure them in place. And with this one as well. We're going to slide our bottom seat cushion into the vehicle. Feed our seat belt buckles through. Once everything's aligned, push down on all corners of the cushions to secure the clips. Make sure it clicks and do the same for the other side. We're going to reinstall our metal seat belt on its holder. Just slide it through. And feed it until it latches. We're going to make our way back outside of the vehicle in the engine bay and reinstall our 25 amp fuse. It's beneath this 10 amp right here. Just slide it in place. Make sure it's secure. Now we could reinstall our fuse box cover. Line it up and push down. We're going to move on to the battery and reinstall our negative battery terminal. Just slide it over. Push down and snug it down using a 10mm. Make sure it's secure. I've made my way back inside the passenger compartment. I'm going to cycle the ignition on about 3 times to prime the fuel system. And now we could start our engine. And that completes our install. Take the vehicle for a road test, and thanks for watching.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.